We originally started Apex just managing single managed accounts. The challenge we found with single managed accounts, though, was that when you're starting a business, it's tough to have a sustainable business model with the idea that clients can just pull their capital whenever they feel like it. Do you know what I mean? It's not a very stable place to start.
Totally.
So from there, we decided, look, let's build an actual fund structure that we can, use predictable cash flows with. And further than that, we thought, what's lacking in the alternative space? And realistically, we saw that was liquid alternatives that are scalable, that have a ton of consistency, that are linear. So if clients want to leverage into it, they can. And that basically birthed Athena, our intraday quantitative fund. Again, fully liquid, Sortino and Sharpe ratios above 4, really high quality stuff. With that said, given that this is a brand new strategy and we're a new team, cap raising is something that we've had to start in kind of our surrounding circle, friends and family, high net worth individuals and family offices, so to speak, which has been great. That's been a great process, but I don't want to rely on it. And having sent, 50 plus, 100 plus emails out during the cap raising process with no responses, we're clearly doing something wrong. And this is where I hope that you could help us.
Got it. Totally understand it. And right now, what do you have under management?
Under management now, we've secured 5 million with another 15 million in unsecured commitments. So again, those can go either way until the dotted line is signed. But our goal raised by Q2 is 20 million total.
20 million. And what the structure right here? Do you have a management fee? What the management fee if you have one?
Sure. Yeah. Basic 2 and 20. So 2% management fee, 20% performance fee, and we've got a hurdle rate of 8% plus a catch-up clause.
Percent. And what the strategy right here? What the main strategy right here? What are you focusing on? Do you have like any pairs that you are trading on?
Yeah, for sure. So all liquid futures, mainly NQ or NASDAQ, crude oil, natural gas, and FX. So quite a broad spectrum of instruments that we're playing on.
And what the return that you are generating to the investors?
To investors, between 20 and 25% annually.
Annually. And the drawdown, what it could be, and what the worst cases and the best cases if you have already structured that.
Yeah. So worst case scenario, it's 15%. At which case we've got a redemption clause, so all funds are redeemed at that point. That's an extreme circumstance that we've never actually experienced, and it's not even back tested to be that low. The highest drawdown I think we've experienced in back test is something like 5 or 7% at absolute worst. But given that this is a new fund, new strategy with limited data, we said let's just put it at 15, and that'll give everyone a good worst case scenario.
Awesome. And what about you, man? What's your background, Dylan?
Yeah, for sure. So I spent some time on the buy side with a few South African hedge funds and proprietary shops. I also moved around to some derivative suppliers like Infinox and Tickmill. That's pretty much my background. Studied finance in Italy, all the basic stuff, nothing too complex.
Have you been in the finance industry or in the hedge fund? Have you worked with any hedge fund before, like any one-on-one with the investor relations, with the return on the investments? Have you done it before?
Not on the investor relations side. I was a trader at all the funds I've worked with. So,
and you have been a trader whole of your life, correct?
Correct.
Totally. How old are you, by the way?
I'm 25.
25. Are you 99 or is it 98?
99.
You are as aged as I am. I am 25, 26.
No way. What's your birthday and month?
I am 99, the 1st of January.
The 1st of January.
Yeah, man.
How's that for a birthday? It was recently. Happy birthday.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. was before like 19 days from
Yeah,
today. What about you?
I'm on the 26th of July, so I've got a good 7 months ahead of me until the time.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah.
Awesome to hear that. And right now, so what are you living right now? How you are? How you doing? Do you have any structure for your day? Do you have any setup? How you are doing the trading? And how are you taking care of taking control over your mindset in the trading? How are you making sure that you will not overtrade? You will not be. You understand what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So everything is done remotely at the moment. All of our systems are online. All of our traders are trading remote as well. Again, we are currently manually executing, which is only going to be for the next year or so. We're going to look to automate within the next 2 years. When you automate, obviously liabilities become an issue. If the system breaks, whose fault is it, and where does the insurance lie, that kind of thing. So that's a challenge we're going to face in Q2. As far as making sure we don't overtrade, I've taught our guys that it's never necessary for them to overtrade because their systems are good enough to just follow. So no one really goes on tilt, to be honest. But we have got tech-enforced guardrails that prevent us from doing anything stupid. So we can't take more than X amount of trades per day. We can't put in too many contracts. We can't be overexposed to a certain pair, use too much leverage. Like, they're very strict guardrails that we've got tech that prevents us from doing.
Awesome. Thanks for that. And you have already raised 5 million right here. Is it like all of them from the family and family members and friends? Or is it like you have already raised anything from the outside?
Nothing from the outside as of yet. So to give you some background, my co-founder, Jonathan, is well connected in the family office and high net individual sector in South Africa. So it's all purely out of his network. Part of that 5 million is equity as well. So, to get them on the same page and give them an incentive to assist us with finishing the raise, we allowed them to purchase equity.
And how much you gave up for the equity?
5%.
5%.
Yeah.
And for this 5%, what they can have decision over? Is it like, would they have any decision over anything for the long term in the fund? Nothing at all.
No, not at all.
Yes, got it. And what you have tried before is you have tried to the email marketing side, and you send out like 100 email, and no one of them got any response. Isn't that the case?
That's the case. We then started scraping emails and added them to our weekly email newsletter where we report performance and that kind of thing, which didn't work too well either. What did work when it comes to outside investors, though, is LinkedIn. So just kind of one-on-one contact, arranging meetings and that kind of thing. I think the trouble there, though, was that we were getting in touch with funds that require a track record of 1.5 years with live capital, which then was our second challenge. So we're finding out what works slowly.
Exactly. And what's your beliefs on money? What are you looking to get this fund to? Where I can see this fund to in a couple of years? If we say like in 2 years, where we can see it?
In 2 years, we should be at, I think, 300 or 400 million. That's the goal. Yeah, we want to get to 1 billion within the next 5 to 7 years, and that's going to require extremely aggressive scaling. Hence this conversation, actually. So,
okay, yeah. Got it. Totally understand it. And the one who taking care of the trading, you are.
Correct.
Yes, and the one who will take the calls with the investors over within the project, it would be you, correct?
Correct. For confirmation, we have got a team of traders. I'm one of the team. So we've got 3 traders currently, myself included now, with an extra 2 coming on board this year. So that will lighten the load for me. But yeah, for all intents and purposes, as far as the raising element and stuff is concerned, when it comes to investor relations, that's going to be me as well.
All right. For 2025, how much you want to raise for the whole of the year? If we say that, what are you looking to achieve for the management?
I think by Q2 we need 20 mil. I think by the end of by the end of the year, it'd be great to be at 50. We want to be at 50 by Q2 next year. Correct. And then the following year, we're looking to get to 100, the following year, 200, etc.
Got it. So you're looking to expand. You're looking to make it big with this fund, correct?
Yeah, correct. I believe in the product. We've put a lot of time into it, and I think we brought something to the table that is unique in a lot of facets, namely the liquidity, the method of trading, the risk reward, all that kind of stuff.
Awesome. And for the time frame that you would generate to the investors for return, what it could be right here for the time frame?
What do you mean?
I mean, what's your offer right here? What you're gonna generate for return to the investors in this time frame, in specific time frame? What it could be the time frame right here?
Oh, I see what you're saying. So we base all of our performance on an annual basis, and we aim to deliver between 20 and 25% per year to investors. That's after our fee. So generally, when we look at our performance, we can generate about 30%, and that again, that 20% performance fee will take us back down to 25% net to investors.
Got it. And when you have investors in the house, so what do you think that you would do weekly? Would you do like any weekly updates, or what you would do right there to make sure that you will build the relationship with the investors?
Yeah. So as a standard, we have a weekly email where we report performance. We have our newsletters that two of our traders write, founder notes, which just gives a sense of what the week looks like, and then a bunch of other resources that we think are interesting. We also like the idea of doing a quarterly meeting just to have an open floor discussion with our investors such that everyone's aligned on the same page, and then an annual report. So we just describe our performance over the year, what expectations we had, did we fulfill our promises, etc. So like communication is key for us.
Exactly. That's the main point right here in the investments process. That's what they appreciate the most. Totally got it. You have actually like a clear picture on what's coming next, and you understand the financial industry very well, as I can see right here.
Yeah, for sure. We've got a vision that we're looking to execute, and we understand exactly what that vision is. I think as far as just the capital raising side is concerned, we're looking on what tools we have at our disposal to get there.
The capital raising side, what have you tried? You have tried already to send emails, but I mean, what you had in the headlines, or what you had for text in these emails?
Ziad, it's shocking, to be honest with you. Having watched a few of your videos, we were completely off the mark. So, I mean, let me see what I can find here.
Sure.
Like, for example, one of them, CTA, hedge fund, Luxembourg, emerging manager, capital raising, Apex Capital. And then like, yeah, shocking. Good morning, Altera team, for example. I trust all as well. As a brief introduction, Apex Capital is in process of raising for our first quantitative intraday hedge fund based in Luxembourg. Having read through your investment strategies, I believe that we're a good fit for you. Are you open to allocating to quantitative CTA funds, etc., etc.? Just going on for far too long.
Yes. Yeah, it's too long, man. It's too long. Nowadays, the attention span is less than 3 seconds. So then you need to give them something that will only get the positive response from the first stage, and then from there you can just take the relationship step by step. You got it. If you will just send them like a whole page, they will never read that because they don't know you. Why they would invest their own time on that? And you had a good open rates?
No. Actually, I think we did. Yeah, I think we did have a good open rate. I think it was something like 45%. It wasn't bad at all.
40.
But again, with no responses. What's the point?
Totally got it. I totally understand. You need to think about, all right, think that you are an investor today and you have already received an email, which they're getting a lot daily, and you just presenting your own project to this specific investor, and he don't even know you. And the next thing that you need also to work on, if we are partnering up with you, we will also work on that. You need also to build your own brand. I will tell you right now, we are living in digital world right now. So the first thing that they would do, they would start to search on you, on your own name, in Google, in YouTube, in LinkedIn, something that has to show up to them, and that will give them that, all right, this guy, I can now take this further, and this guy, he's the one who can actually get return on my own investments. So right now, in order actually to have 300, 400 million in assets under management, building a brand is absolutely number one thing to do. If you are living in the 80s, if we are living in the 80s, 70s, 90s, okay, events, charities, all the others methods, it works. But right now, it doesn't work anymore. You go to the events right now, you start to approaching them. They are hierarchy cards. They are not qualified. They will just, if you have a girl and the girls, they will start to approach them. They will just start to connect the girl or start to have connection with her because they are singles. You understand?
Exactly.
And I have seen that multiple times, man. I have seen that multiple times. Hedge fund managers, they sending girls to events just to get investors, and then from there, they just want to connect with the girl because they just want to get attention because they are singles. You understand? That's a big issue. So all of that doesn't work. The real investors right now, they are looking actually for opportunities online. And if you can just grab their own attention with, you have your own brand, you understand what you're talking about, you have already been online in few platforms, and you have already presented your own project by a very lucrative way, they would start to give you their own time, and they can take this further step by step, absolutely, after they have already taken a look on the materials and the legal documents, etc.